The heartburn over the government's decision to make Hindi the official language for social media interactions continues after Dravidian parties opposed the centre's advisory promoting Hindi on the social media. Now there's some backlash coming in from the Odisha Assembly as well, where a first-time Speaker Surya Rao was pulled up for raising a question in Hindi. The Speaker stopped the MLA from speaking and asked him to direct the question in another language. Let's get in a word from our correspondent Manogya Loiwal, who's joining us for the latest on the story. Manogya, can you explain to us what exactly transpired inside the Odisha Assembly?
Well, when the MLA asked a question in Hindi questioning the government, he was asked to speak in either Odia or in English. Perhaps one of the reasons where the questions have been raised because it's the language which is the national language, and he was stopped from using the national language in the assembly, which is the highest temple of justice and rather the legislation in the state. This question was being raised by an MLA who was asking questions related to the functioning of the government, and later when the speaker asked him, intervened twice, asking him not to speak in Hindi but instead speak in English and Odia. Questions are now being raised on the credibility and of course the fact that how can the speaker not allow him to speak in Hindi, which is the national language in the assembly.
All right, language wars inside. Manogya Loiwal, thanks so much for that update. Manogya reporting on that story coming out of Odisha, where the Speaker of the Odisha Assembly stopped an MLA from addressing the House in Hindi. We'll continue tracking developments.